KVUE Defenders special reveals children left behind.
Good evening. I'm Tyler C. Swarta.
And I'm Terry Gruca. Tonight, a KVUE News Defenders special, Left Behind. Each year, thousands of U.S. citizens adopt children from overseas.
Madonna's done it, even Angelina Jolie. But for the average citizen, international adoption is complex. A 7-month investigation by Defender Andy Parati reveals a long list of red tape and extensive delays impacting families right here at home.
Tonight, we follow 3 Central Texas families through heartache and homecoming.
It's a rush to pack suitcases and book bags full of the essentials.
First aid kit, snacks, hand sanitizer.
What do you want me to put in the big suitcase?
In 24 hours, the Gunther family will be making a special trip from Austin to Haiti, a journey they've all taken before, with the exception of Christy and Brian's twin girls, Hope and Faith.
We're going for 7 days.
I thought it was just for 5.
When they get there, they'll meet Wilson. They've considered him their brother for nearly 3 years, even though they've never met him.
I will sleep up here, and Wilson will sleep down here.
Their son, Caleb, has been anxiously waiting to share his bunk bed.
I even have a little picture of him down here.
Oh, we're ready.
Soon, it's time to go. The Gunther family invites us to follow, traveling more than 2,000 miles across the Gulf of Mexico to Port-au-Prince, Haiti.
Welcome to Haiti! Woo-hoo!
This is home video they recorded when they landed. Outside the airport, they're greeted by a familiar face. And Hope and Faith meet Wilson for the first time.
It was fun. He ran to us and gave us a hug right when we saw him.
A short time later, we arrive too, and Wilson is waiting for us at the orphanage where he lives. Hello. Hi, Wilson. I'm Andy. Inside, a glimpse of Wilson's daily life, where he
This is the boys' room.
where he bathes and plays, where he eats rice and beans at nearly every meal. Wilson shares this place with 90 other orphans. While Wilson's orphanage is considered one of the nicer ones in Haiti, just beyond its gates, it's surrounded by extreme poverty. Trash fills the streets, creeks, and there are signs of 2010's deadly earthquake everywhere. That's how the Gunthers met Wilson, volunteering after that disaster.
We came home from that trip in July, and we were like, man, I can't stop thinking about that kid.
When they came back in December, they had an important question for Wilson.
And I asked him, I said, would it be okay if I became your papa? And he looked at me and he said, yes.
So they filed to adopt him, filling out piles of paperwork and spending thousands of dollars on fees and flights to visit him. But nearly 3 years later, he's still stuck in the orphanage. Delays, they say, created by government red tape in the United States.
Wilson and the kids here have no hope. They have no help. They don't have family that can take care of them because their family is in the same situation.
According to U.S. State Department records reviewed by the Defenders, foreign adoptions have dropped more than 50% in the past 5 years. The average adoption process takes nearly 3 years and costs about $28,000. Kimberly and Michael Stewart have spent more than $40 grand to adopt their son, Kelly. They met him while visiting Haiti, too. 2 years after filing for his adoption, they still don't have him home.
Crazy!
It's like nothing we've ever experienced because the first time when you say goodbye, the first time was very difficult. You realize it's not right, and he realizes it's not right.
In the hotel, and I remember getting ready and just being so nervous, and then we got the call that she was there.
Austin parents Maggie and Chris Romati filed to adopt their daughter Vanya from Guatemala in 2007. This is video they presented in court to convince the judge she considers them her parents.
Oh, boy.
Her bedroom in Austin is full of dolls and pictures, but their daughter has never seen it. The Ramatis have been waiting to bring Vanya home from Guatemala for nearly 6 years.
We missed the first lost tooth. Of course, we missed all the walking and, all of those things. And so we would go every few months, but it still seems like she's, a completely different child every time, and we've missed so much. It's heartbreaking.
Every parent we spoke with says delays are due to unnecessary, repeated paperwork. For example, the Gunthers have gone through the same background checks several times. That includes numerous from the state and Homeland Security. That's not counting the background checks Haiti requires. Each one costs money and takes months to complete.
The State Department does all of the same background checking that Haiti has already done. They build the social history, they do all the research into the family, they do everything that Haiti's already done because they require the same thing. It's doubling the work.
Some also blame a multinational adoption treaty called The Hague. It's designed to prevent human trafficking, a problem throughout the world.
Authorities say more than 600 suspected traffickers have been rounded up. Nearly 180 babies whisked away.
But parents say the treaty goes too far by forcing adoption agencies that spend years searching for biological parents never to be found. The KVUE Defenders discovered delays still persist even when parents are located. We tracked down Wilson's mother, Neva Edward, in Haiti. She lives in this tent city a few miles away with 4 other children. Through a translator, she told us she gave Wilson up because she can't afford to take care of him. Tell me about the difficult decision to give up Wilson.
I live in a rough area. I don't want my kid to be raised there. That's the reason I gave Wilson up to the Gunthers.
Nearly half of the orphans here have parents waiting for their adoptions to finalize. Pierre Alexis is the orphanage director. He says parents can wait on average 2 to 3 years to bring their child home. The hardest part of his job is telling a child their parents have given up.
It's a breaking heart for the kids when that happens. Sometimes the kids feel hopeless, but we have to comfort that kids, remind them there will be someone else. God will provide someone else.
Parents say the delays take an emotional toll on everyone.
So every time we come, he thinks this is it. He thinks this is the time that he's going home with us, and every time we have to say, maybe next time.
Before I left, she said to me, if I'm going with you, then why am I still here? And I don't have an answer for that. There's no good answer for that.
For now, their children can only dream of the day they won't be left behind.
We were just sitting there, he and I, eating breakfast together, and an airplane took off from the airport, and he turned around and he looked up and he pointed up at the airplane, and he knew that I knew what he was asking. And I just looked at him and I just grabbed him and I held him and I hugged him and I said, not yet, buddy. Not yet. But one day.